and gray outside, so unappealing. But let's see if we can make the best of this day. My office feels so different without the Christmas tree. So blah, kind of like the rest of the house, right? Once the tree is gone, it feels so blah. Say hello to the ladies or to the girls. They're still in their Christmas clothes. I really need to change them out of their Christmas clothes. Put them in regular clothes. Maybe we'll do that in this vlog. I also want to go through this vision board kit, health and happiness. As Mandela said, it always seems impossible until it's done, right? We all have goals and things in our lives that we think, I don't see how that's going to happen. I really don't see or know how that's going to happen. But somehow it happens.
Do you see her? Do you see her? I'm talking about my brand new tea kettle from Mackenzie Childs. I am in love with this tea kettle. Can you be in love with a tea kettle? Yes, I am. This is the tea kettle from Mackenzie Childs, and it is in 3 quarts. So I got the larger size. She is beautiful. Hopefully you saw my shorts where I did the whole unboxing. So it just makes drinking tea that much more of a beautiful, fun experience. And when you're not using the tea kettle because it's so beautiful, you can turn it into a vase. But for right now, I need a cup of tea. Like I said earlier, the house feels bare without the Christmas trees, but that's okay because we can always get fresh flowers, and that's what I love doing. And in a way, having the house bare makes it feel like a fresh new start. But then again, you're probably thinking, for someone that's a maximalist like myself, the house never really looks bare, does it? Someone wanted to know more detail about the different masks that we have on the wall. Okay, so that first one with the giraffe, zebra, elephant was a gift from a fellow doctor back when I lived in New York. She came over my house and brought that to me. The mask below the animals was a mask we brought with us when we left Nigeria over 38 years ago. The colorful basket with the swirl was actually from probably TJ Maxx many years ago. The brown and black round circles, they're flat as you can see. They are actually made with the same material used to make baskets, and they are probably as old as I am. They came with us in our suitcase when we left northern Nigeria. They're often used in the kitchen as like pot covers or different things really, but I keep it for sentimental reasons. As you may or may not know, I grew up in northern Nigeria up until I was about 16, and that is where my father is from and where he still is, so, it has special meaning for me. That is a necklace from East Africa. I guess I like making collages of different things, and what they have in common is they're either African or they are ethnic in some way. This mask here with the eyes open was actually from Kenya, but we bought it on the streets of New York. You can see it's dated August 1994. My mom saw me looking at it, or I must have told her I liked it, and she bought it for me. So yeah, we bought it in New York, but it's originally from Kenya. This mask is something I bought at an auction many years ago in South Carolina. You can see the carving of a chameleon on its forehead, and it just seemed very familiar to me. I believe it's probably Nigerian or at least West African, and I just knew I wanted it when I saw it. It has this very primitive look to it. It is solid wood, and I just knew I wanted it. It's really ugly but cute at the same time, and I like the features. So the one below, the colorful one, Jamaica no problem, self-explanatory. It's from Jamaica. We got that when we were on our honeymoon over 30 years ago. The long mask, I probably bought at TJ Maxx a few years ago also. The pictures are just pictures that I framed, drawings I did when I was in college. On the opposite side of the fireplace, I have this picture. It's actually fabric. My mother and I brought this fabric with us when we left Nigeria, so it's very old, and Kenton had it framed for me as a birthday gift many years ago. You could probably make out the different dancers and musicians in the picture and the huts behind them.
My tea is cold. I forgot to drink it. Y'all distracted me.
I was going to tell you how proud I am of myself for finally clearing up most of the Christmas decorations, but that wouldn't be completely true. Put a finger up if you still have a few Christmas decorations to put away, because I certainly do. Look at the table. But to be completely fair, we have put away everything. The ones left on the table are just the few that I was afraid would break and that are precious to me, and I wanted to put away myself. So the children or our young adults helped me put away everything else. But these I prefer putting away myself because they have to be individually wrapped. These are, the special ornaments that I buy individually. I could focus on how dark and dreary and gloomy the day feels, but then again, it's January. What do we expect? Instead, I choose to focus on gratitude. I am thankful for a roof over my head. I am thankful for my health. I am thankful for food on the table. I am thankful for a job that pays me. I am thankful for a loving family. And by the way, Khalid moved. All right, Kenton, since I wasn't there, what's going on?
Well, Khalid's moving. That's what's going on.
So clearly we're in his old apartment.
Yeah.
What time were you there about?
Oh, I don't know. It's early. Probably late morning. So
Okay.
10, 11-ish, I think. We're trying to, because we have to catch daylight, because there's less daylight now in the winter. So pretty much he's cleared out most of the stuff, and he spent time packing everything himself, so he's done a pretty good job getting things together. He took his bed apart and stuff like that. So we just did a walkthrough just to get an idea how we're going to go ahead and load up the box truck. You always want to get an idea. So here we are getting into the well, this is actually our car. So his car, actually. I think it's his car.
Yeah, that's his car. I can see that's his car.
Yeah.
You were there, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm not.
So, Kenton, why were you acting like you were drunk? Were you having issues getting into the truck?
Look, one of the benefits of being a parent, especially a father, is to annoy the hell out of your children. And one of the things that our kids don't like is when I act stupid. It bothers them. I think they take that from you. So any chance I get to act foolish, I act foolish.
Right. So apparently Miriam was filming, which is why Kenton was acting a little extra, like he couldn't get into the van.
Well, because she was telling me how to get into the van. She was instructing me first I have to open the door. How do you get in a van before you open the door? She takes that after you.
All right.
All right, so here we're getting ready to go. So I'm just waiting for Khalid to back out of the parking lot and also safely back the vehicle out. So, but yeah, we're getting ready to go ahead and move them. Actually, we're getting back to the apartment because we're getting the truck, and then we're going to start loading the truck. So, for those that don't know, he's already halfway through his medical school journey, and the next phase is him working in the hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
So he starts clinicals.
His clinicals, yeah.
But it turns out that the hospital or where he'll be doing the clinicals is farther away from where he is now, which is why he had to move
closer.
Closer to a different apartment.
Yeah, because he'll be doing 12-hour shifts. Yeah. So.
Right. So yeah, we're really proud of him, of course, and it's amazing how 2 years has gone by. That's so crazy because since I can remember when he was born.
Well, I hope so. I think you were there.
Right, I think you were there too, maybe.
Half of me was. The other half was, I was in shock.
Yeah, so anyway, you guys here haven't left, right? You're still at the complex about to
Yeah.
get all his stuff?
Yeah, so we're heading back to, we just picked it up from U-Haul, and now we're heading back to his apartment. And so I'm just backing up now, so it takes some time. Actually, no, you know what it is? We're at his apartment.
Yeah, I can see that. I swear, boo. I think you weren't there.
I don't think I was there. That's it.
I think you weren't there. I'm looking at it. I'm like, we're at his apartment,
Yeah,
aren't we?
I was like, where are U-Haul?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm backing up, so I'm making sure that I don't hit
So
the
it's
pavement.
kind of challenging to drive that big ass
Well,
truck,
what
right?
it is that the right mirror was bent down. So actually I was blind on the right hand side, so I had to readjust it. That's why I wanted the bigger one.
Well, it will just flex out. You don't do the whole thing. Yeah, I find it. Kind of weird. See, no lifting from you.
All right, Ken, so what were your thoughts about moving that big couch?
Well, we just moved it. I mean, you do what you have to do. So
You weren't struggling?
no.
Wow.
You gotta be.
that's-
I mean, you have to be careful going down. That's why I wanted to lead down, just to make sure. Maybe I'm overprotective. I just didn't want Cream to throw his back out.
And then here it looks like you
Yeah,
were
stacking.
loading up.
Yeah, we were loading up. And then we're getting the last bit, any type of frozen food and stuff like that, clearing out the fridge.
Sweet.
So we're doing the final walkthrough. We're cleaning up, sweeping, basically going off a checklist from the rental office. It's always a good idea that, when you're leaving a spot or a space, that you go and film as you do your walkthrough, so that way you document and make sure that there's no damage and stuff like that that's evident. So that's what we're doing right now, and then we're just packing up the last of the food and so forth. So Khalid's going through his checklist from his lease, and he's going to go ahead and turn in his keys, and then we're done. And that's going to be the end of that.
Is she better now?
Yeah, way better. Just back up right here.
So what was your impression, Boo, of the space?
Of the space? Yeah, I
New
like
space.
it. Here they gave him a nice welcome box. It was kind of cool. So him renting out. So it's got a nice, good sized living room. There's actually an outdoor patio, small little outdoor patio, and then it's a modest sized bedroom, but he's not going to spend a lot of time there. But the bathroom's a good size, as you can see as you walk in, and so that's kind of interesting. And but it's got some nice features, standard.
Yeah, it looks
shower.
like a nice place for a single guy,
For a single
right?
guy, yeah. And the kitchen's really actually big. So the kitchen's very roomy. So you've got an island and so forth. So it's not bad, and it's reasonably priced. So we're just dropping everything off in there. Because, again, we're not putting a lot of stuff in the bedroom because it's very tight in there.
But overall, you feel like the space was nice.
Yeah. It's a decent area. And like I said, it's right only about 30 minutes from the hospital, approximately, by highway. So it's good.
On a completely different note, before I show you the vision board kit, so many of you really liked my smart doll content. So let's go ahead and get them dressed or switch their clothing now that the holiday season is over. So we're gonna go for more casual clothing. As you can see, they have a dedicated Alex drawer. So I have the smart doll jeans, which are absolutely beautiful, so well made, so detailed. The jacket is one I made for Halima, and the purse. The blouse that I made for her from a sock. I think I've told you many times, I've had dolls from as long as I can remember. Ever since I was little, my parents would travel abroad. They would bring me back dolls from different parts of the world. And we all know that dolls are important for children. It helps create imagination and it sparks creativity. But I think those qualities are also very important as an adult. Having creativity and imagination. These are things that a lot of us lose as we get older. And so for me, this is just another side that I'm not ashamed to share, right? Because I know that many adults would say, oh my God, you're a whole adult. You're supposed to be a doctor and you're on here playing with dolls, it seems. Well, you know what? We all have different sides to us, and I believe it is important to express the different sides of us. I believe we are all multi-dimensional, but somewhere during our journey called life, we learn that we need to be serious and mature all the time, and then we end up losing parts of ourselves or hiding parts of ourselves, suppressing our talents because we're trying to fit into some sort of adult mold. And I get it, people can be very judgmental, so we feel like we have to conform. But as someone comfortable in their own skin, there is a sense of self-acceptance and letting go of insecurities and the need to prove anything. So I know who I am, and this is just one of many sides of me. Okay, back to Halima. I think she deserves a scarf. It's kind of cold outside, so I'm going to put on this crocheted scarf around her neck. She's nice and toasty. And did y'all know she's a photographer? Yeah, she's a photographer. One of her side jobs is taking professional pictures. So we had to give her camera. And I think she is pretty much almost done. Okay, so we need her stand because I like to have her stand up with the other girls. And here is her final look. What do you think? Meanwhile, Imagine has no interest in changing her clothes, and it's okay. Her clothes pretty much are all season. For my pear doll or mini-me, I'm really gonna miss this skirt that I made for her for the holidays, but I'm gonna keep her in the same lace top. So here she is in jeans and her lace top. She managed to get a cup of tea. When did she get a cup of tea? Oh my goodness. All right, but I think she might need a jacket or a sweater or something. So I pulled out this long crocheted rainbow colored coat for her, which I made, but she feels it's not her style. She's kind of grown out of this style, and she thinks the colors are a little too bright. I mean, I think it looks good. Imagine tried on the coat and she thinks it looks nice. Halima tried on the coat. It's beautiful on Halima. But in all seriousness, would you like this coat? If you're a Smart Doll owner and you would like this coat, go ahead and send me an email and I will sell you this coat. So just give me an offer and first come, first serve, and I'll send you this coat. I promise. Yes, it is for sale. I only have this one. So if you want it, send me an email quickly. Now that the girls are dressed in their casual clothes, let's go ahead and open up the vision board kit. I stopped doing vision boards because the last time I did a vision board was in like 2019, and then the pandemic happened and everything just went upside down. So I just stopped doing vision boards. But then I remembered that as a child, my mother and I would have notebooks with pictures or clippings of magazine pictures where we would put our dream house or our dream outfit or our dream whatever. We fill this book with so many happy pictures and ideas, and I think that really fostered my sense of optimism, my ability to dream big and really believe that these things could happen. If we prayed, if we worked, they could happen. And one of those things at the time was wanting to live in the United States. And boom, we did it. It was hard, but we did it. Anyway, back to this health and happiness vision board kit. What are your big goals this year? And do you think they're attainable? What do you need to do to make them attainable? Included in the kit are these cards, 2 stacks of cards, and also you can see push pins and what appears to be a workbook, health and happiness workbook. I like this first quote that I see. "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams," by Eleanor Roosevelt. Did you start a new business this year, or will you be starting a new business this year or a new venture? Let us know in the comments so we can support you.
Choose the 3 values that are most important to you from the table below. These are values that you believe in and that define your character. Interesting. I see one of mine all the way on the bottom. And examples are happiness, family happiness, competitiveness, friendship, affection, cooperation, adventure, achievement, wealth, economic serenity, freedom, self-respect, recognition, advancement, health, responsibility, fame, involvement, economic security, pleasure, power, generosity, wisdom, spirituality, loyalty, culture, inner harmony, order, creativity, integrity, personal development. So think about that. Which are your top 3 values out of the list that I just mentioned? It's about setting goals. It's a good day to be happy. Happiness never goes out of style. Very true. So a lot of these thoughts or points are definitely things I already believe in and practice. So this should be easy to follow. Well, sometimes easier said than done, right? Sometimes we know these things, we just don't practice them. The more you celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. You've got this. You've got this. So let's see what's in here. What's in here? Oh, this is the cork board. Here you go. You get 4 pieces of cork. Now I don't know where in my office I want to put this. Feels good. Nice and kind of smooth. It's not that coarse version that I've touched before. It's nice. Thank you, son. I'll definitely be using this and put it up and practice some of the stuff. I guess it looks like we're going back to trying to do a vision board. That should be cool. Let me just open some of this stuff and see what do these cards say. It's got pictures. Okay, what do they say though? What do they say? They're blank. Oh, I gotta read this. Why do we have a bunch of blank cards? Okay, there must be a purpose for these. I'll have to read it and figure it out. These have words, I think. I am calm and at peace. I love and care for my body. So these are like self-affirmations, I guess. I choose happiness. I love mornings. Well, I kind of do. I'm not a morning person, but I do love mornings when I manage to get up in time and go outside and see the sun coming up. We'll see how this improves our life.
So I believe the girls approve of the vision board kit. Uh-oh, Mini-Me went and got her a cupcake, and the other girls are looking at her disapprovingly. Mini-Me just wants to live. Can she just have her cupcake? Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and edit. And looks like the girls just got back from wherever they went. Oh, Halima got her hair braided. Isn't your head cold? No, she says. That's why I'm wearing a hat. So only 2 of you went out in this cold? Mini-Me didn't go? Nope, she wanted to read her book. Oh, you wanted to read your book. Okay, what are you reading? I guess she doesn't feel like talking. I'm so tired. Bye, guys. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Comment.